What's up, movie enthusiasts, and welcome back to Boston Reacts. If you're like me, you've been on the edge of your seat waiting for any news about the future of the Scream franchise. After the massive shakeups with Scream 7, a lot of us were left wondering what's next. Well, today we're going to dive into the one storyline that could not only save the franchise, but bring it full circle in the most epic way possible. I'm talking about the ultimate return of the final girl herself, Sidney Prescott. So, let's set the scene. Imagine it's been a few years. Sidney has finally found a semblance of peace. She's moved to a quiet, idyllic town, far away from Woodsboro, New York, and all the chaos. She's built a new life with her husband, Mark Kincaid, and they're raising their kids, including their now teenage daughter. For the first time, Sidney isn't just a survivor. She's a mom, a wife, living a normal life. The Ghostface mask is a relic of a past she's desperately tried to bury. She's told her daughter stories, of course, but as cautionary tales, ghost stories to keep her safe, not as a history that could ever repeat itself. But we all know the number one rule of horror. The past never stays buried. The peace is shattered when a new Ghostface emerges, and this time, it's personal in a way Sidney has never experienced before. The killer isn't just taunting her. They're targeting her daughter. The phone rings, but it's not for Sidney. The chilling question, "What's your favorite scary movie?" is directed at the next generation. Suddenly, Sidney's worst nightmare is realized. The legacy she tried to escape has become her daughter's inheritance. This new Ghostface is different. They're not just a copycat obsessed with the original Woodsboro murders. They're smarter, more ruthless, and they've studied every single Ghostface that came before. They know Sidney's history, her tactics, her weaknesses. They use her past as a weapon against her, recreating moments from her darkest days, but with a terrifying new twist. The rules have changed again. This killer isn't just playing a game. They're conducting a masterclass in terror, and Sidney's family is the final exam. Sidney is forced back into the fight, but she's not the same person she was. She's no longer a scared teenager or a lone survivor. She's a mother bear protecting her cub, and that makes her more dangerous than ever. We'd see a hardened, strategic Sidney, using everything she's learned over decades of survival to hunt the hunter. She's not just reacting anymore, she's proactive. She's setting traps, laying ambushes, and turning the killer's game against them. Imagine a scene where Sidney anticipates a call and picks up before Ghostface even finishes dialing, her voice ice cold as she says, "I've been waiting for you." Of course, she wouldn't be entirely alone. We could see the return of other legacy characters, not just for a cameo, but in meaningful roles. Maybe a worried Gale Weathers shows up, using her investigative skills to help uncover the killer's identity. Perhaps Mark Kincaid, now a seasoned detective, uses his resources to protect his family from the inside. This would truly feel like the original family coming together for one last stand. The emotional core of this story would be the dynamic between Sidney and her daughter. Her daughter, having grown up under the shadow of Ghostface, isn't just a helpless victim. She's a Prescott. She's inherited her mother's strength and resilience. We would see Sidney training her, teaching her how to fight, how to survive, passing the torch not just of trauma, but of power. This creates an incredible parallel. Sidney, who was once the student of the horror genre, is now the teacher. The final act would be an absolute pressure cooker. The big reveal of who is behind the mask would need to be devastating. Not just another long-lost relative or a random fanatic. It has to be someone who cuts Sidney to her core, someone from her new life, her supposed safe haven, proving that she can never truly escape. The ultimate betrayal. The final confrontation wouldn't just be a physical fight. It would be a psychological war for the soul of her family. This storyline does more than just continue the franchise. It honors Sidney's entire journey. It's about generational trauma, motherhood, and the fight to protect the ones you love at all costs. It would be the perfect, definitive end to Sidney Prescott's story, allowing her to finally, truly defeat her demons and secure a future for her family. This is the Scream 7 we need and the one Sidney deserves. What do you guys think? Is this the perfect way to bring Sidney back for one last scare? Let me know your theories for the killer's motive down in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more horror content. Thanks for watching.